Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
One, ready?
Time to shine, fellas!
Hey, let's make some big calls, offense.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Short throw to Smith. Down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Guys, dig deep.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Burrow looking to pass. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And here comes Berrios. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 48-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down and 8. On play action, here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
11.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Off line, ready?
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
11. 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Bengals 0.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Gun.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Burrow going for it on 4th. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Getting this quickly to Berrios. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 1, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10. Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. As the Dolphins.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock. Down the field, do this. Come on. You right there. We can do it. You can do it, baby. Come on.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2 for 1. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the... Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
One, ready?
2nd and 5. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Chase, the motion man right. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one complete to Hill. Oh, an absolutely filthy jump. He's got some space now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're rallying and stopping short of the first down at about the 6. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
They'll run with Mostert into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And this time he is in. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Burrow will throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run right side with Mostert. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he cannot get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Smith, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Burrow.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11.
Throwing, Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Raheem Mostert. Jordan battled there defensively.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide from Mixon. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now they go play action now. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. Down the left sideline. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 59 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that gets the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
2nd down and a yard.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards.
And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Gun.
A final shot now for Burrow. To Mixon on the check down.
Now he's free to midfield.
And down to the 29-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more...